I'll still keep marching on. Dark clouds of fear, I wish I could see the sun. So many questions at the back of my mind. So many battles, none of them are even mine. But I've gotta keep fighting for you to sleep peaceful night. Oh, I gotta keep moving, gotta cross every single line. Yes, I gotta keep fighting. Oh no, I cannot look behind. This is a journey that I must unbind. Oh yeah, I'm scared, but it's what makes me stronger. I'll stand my ground in the midst of despair. Wish that you never encounter this danger. I keep on fighting, draw my strength from the fear.
I finally managed to hit this on time, so let me get ready for my red suit again. Get ready for my red suit. Boom! Hey, what's up, Bravos? It's Jave, TeamWnJ here. Welcome back to another PewDiePie live Minecraft animation. I'm seeing a lot of familiar names here, including Toad the Mushroom, Space Scientist, Shizuko, Beautiful Pizza. Did I miss anyone here? I saw Josiah come in earlier. Everyone else is new or have not been in the stream before. Welcome, everybody. Today, I will be showing you what I've been doing over the past week, because as you know, I've been hard at work making some new PewDiePie animations. So, let me switch over to the stream. Bobby Dude says, am I late? No, you are not late. Here you go, everyone can see my stream now. This is Cinema 4D. So, what have I been doing in the past few weeks while I've been gone in Hong Kong? Obviously, I've been on vacation and I haven't been working too hard. However, I have been doing some stuff. Now, I've mentioned before in the past that it's very difficult to work, especially if you're a beginner animator. It's very difficult to learn animation because you run into technical issues. And whenever you have a technical issue, you tend to start slowing down and you don't really work as well. I happen to have run into a technical issue, so I didn't really get much done, because it turns out that whenever I run into technical issues, I tend to slow down as well. However, I can show you guys what I have done so far. It's only three shots, but it's still something. You're gonna notice that the audio, you might have to, first of all, you guys might have to turn the audio up a little bit to hear this, and second of all, the audio has been pitched upwards to avoid copyright from PewDiePie, so it's gonna sound a bit funny. But to show you guys the 3 shots I've done so far, by the way, it's not perfect. It's still, you know, pre-rendered. But here you go.
Please, I beg you, Council of Watersheep. Make the thunder rain, please. I beg you.
So that's literally all I have so far. What I'm gonna add here is like beams of light shooting up into the sky, because PewDiePie here is begging the Council of Watersheep for lightning strikes. But I took the chance, because I downloaded his world, but it turns out that this temple hasn't actually been built yet. And so I had to manually go in there and actually build this entire temple by myself. But while I was watching the video where this actually happened, like in the original video, turns out the sheep was balancing on this one glass pane. So I had to take the opportunity and had this really goofy one ready. Let's see what you guys think of this. Shizuko says Twitch doesn't like me. Well, I don't really like Twitch too, to be honest. I mean, I'm streaming on Twitch at the same time, but I really don't know how to use Twitch that well. Toad the Mushroom says, why does it not like you? Yeah, that's a good question. Bobby Dude says, did you write that song by yourself? Yes and no. So for that song, the song Fear, the one that I usually play for the intro, that was written by my friend, the song itself was written by my friend Adam McCormick. And the lyrics were written by his friend, Francis Eluzo, and then both of those guys passed it through me to make sure that it was fitting to Levaslier lore, and then I passed it back to them, and then they finished it. I can't read Korean, but one of the Korean viewers here just said, take your time animating. Thank you very much. I will. Pies-T says, hola, hi, what's going on, Pies-T? Welcome back. Mitan Pro says, what is your favorite anime? My favorite anime is Attack on Titan. Icy Dagon Heart says, I may not understand everything you say, but okay. Poor Blue Sheep. Yeah. How did I forget? While I was animating the Blue Sheep, I was like, because he's kind of floating in water, and I hate it. I hate it and I love it when I see a Minecraft mob that's stuck in water eternally and it's just like bobbing up and down. Because you guys have ever gone swimming before and you're stuck in the middle of nowhere and you're just trying to like stay afloat. After a few minutes, it gets pretty tiring. And so I was like, okay, so since this is the Holy Council of the Watersheep, How can I make them look majestic and holy? So I thought, there you go, you know, simple, there you go. You can't get any more holier than this, and like the beam of light should be pretty fun to do as well in the final render. Bobby Dude says, then turn the volume up. No, I think what Icy Dagenhard is saying is that he or she doesn't really understand English, or maybe I talk too damn fast, which I do. I hope you guys can keep up with my voice. I know I talk really fast. I try to slow down, but if I try to slow down, after a few more seconds of talking like this, I'm going to start speeding up again, and it's not going to make a difference. What's going on, Angelo? Welcome back. Holy sheep, says Angelo. Harry is here to moderate. Thank you very much. Hope your battery lasts a bit longer than, you know. Buster, PH Gamer, Animator, and more says, Watersheep, rest in peace. There have been many Watersheeps. I don't... Excuse me. But I think Watersheep is a concept that expands through generations. So Watersheep can never truly die. It's a concept. Bobby Dude says, hey, did you write the song by your own? I already answered that. I said that, no, it was the songwriter and the song player who wrote it. They checked it through me. So I made sure that it fit through lore for Levaslier, and then I gave it back to them to finish it. Icy Dagenhart says, Animate's blue Watersheep floating in water. How ironic. Did you expect Watersheep to drown in water? Matan Pro says, what is your favorite cool? I'm not exactly sure what that means. Anyway, what I'm going to animate next, because right here we can see that it's just gone to black right now. First of all, I think this shot is too fast right here, where they just kind of like turn and look at each other, nod, and stop the blue sheep. I feel like there needs to be a second here before they start turning to each other, but I'll fix that later. More importantly, right after this black spot, you might have to turn your volumes up to you know, turn this up a little bit. But there's a thunder strike right here.
Oh my god!
Followed by oh my god. Then there's a break here, and I think this break is too long, so I'm just gonna cut this down.
Oh my god! Watership answered the prayer!
Perfect. And so, the next shot is going to be white because of the lightning shot, so it's gonna be this. So the blue sheep is going to shoot out a beam of light into the sky, and it's going to swoosh. And then cut to white. Boom.
Oh my god!
And then it's going to fade to PewDiePie's face going, oh my god!
Watership answered the prayer!
I'm not sure what I want to do for Watersheep answered the prayer. Maybe he could look up into the sky and see Watersheep in the sky. That could be a thing. Maybe. What do you guys think of that? Dal says, hello, what's going on, Dal? Shizuko says, oh, oof. Oh, I didn't see the face there. I thought you just put like, oh, oof. Actraft Modhack says, make a movie. I've made many movies on my other channel because I am a filmmaker, more so than an animator. Surprise, surprise. Omro says, asked me earlier, would you prefer shaders or ray tracing? What do you mean by that? Because if you're using ray tracing, you're still using shaders. Or do you mean like standard shaders without ray tracing? It depends. Because I don't have an RTX card, I know you can do ray tracing without an RTX card. But because I don't have an RTX card, I'm not too inclined to take advantage of ray tracing, just because without an RTX card, ray tracing is kind of slow. And it adds an extra bit of realism, but then you can also fake the realism, especially when you're animating. Not in Minecraft, of course, but when you're animating. Akraf says, but he spends more time editing and making the animations. No, you're right. No, I spend most of my time editing because I am an editor in real life more than an animator. I learned editing way before I learned anything to do with animation. Beautiful Pizza says, is PewDiePie actually going to copy strike your video for his voice? It's not going to be PewDiePie. It's going to be the auto flag or whoever works for PewDiePie in his like copywriting thing. Icy Dagenhard says, dude, you're animating. Sorry for grammar, but your skills are lit. Thank you very much. I'm completely self-taught, so whenever someone tells me that my animation skills are lit, I feel really good about that. Let me talk to you guys a little bit about some of the problems that I've been running into while animating, because if you guys have been following my channel for a while, a lot of people who follow me are beginner animators. I do have a series teaching people how to use Cinema 4D and how to make Minecraft animations look good, so not just random ones that look terrible, not some monster school BS, Angelo. But one of the big problems when people are learning animation is that they run into some sort of technical issue, or their computer is too slow, and they can't do something, and they get stuck on that one thing, and then they never move on from that. And that's a very difficult thing to get over. So you'd expect someone like me who's done animations for like, I don't know how many years now. You'd expect me to be able to get over that, and you'd expect me to run into less technical issues. And that's true, however, I did just run into one. So let me show you. In this scene right now, you can tell there's thunderstorms, so therefore there must be rain. If there is rain, how can you tell that an object is wet, right? So first of all, if it's raining, by the way, hello Deadshot, welcome back, nice to see you again, hello brother. If it's raining, right, obviously there's going to be one thing, there's going to be rain. There's going to be rain coming from the sky. Okay, the other thing is that the blocks are going to be reflective. And so I thought, oh, okay, well, I'm going to have to add reflection onto all these blocks. However, that doesn't really work because in real life, when you pour water onto an object, no object is perfectly flat. There's always going to be puddles. And so certain spots are going to be more wet than other spots. And so I had to mimic that. I had to make some spots darker than other spots. So, let me load up one of the old files. Whoops, I don't want to cancel this file. Let me load up one of the old files to show you guys exactly what the problem was. Deadshot says, nice clothes. Thank you very much. I'm glad you guys are appreciating my red suit, because I really appreciate my red suit too. It's all tailor-made. Not that I have a choice, because I'm too damn small. I have to tailor-made everything. It feels really good, guys. It feels really good. Afteraf Modhawk says, what do you think about Minecraft Earth and Dungeon? Well, I don't play on mobile, so I'm not too excited about Minecraft Earth. However, the Dungeons one does sound pretty interesting. It looks like it's Minecraft's version of StarCraft, which is, I mean, it's a good thing. So, I mean, I don't see how that could possibly be a bad thing unless they do it badly, but we'll have to see until the final game comes out. Angelo says, potato laptop, hoo. I mean, that was my major problem as well. Because here's the thing. This, right now, what you're looking at, why it's so dark, is because this scene has all the reflection and all the dark puddles that a rain scene should have. So if I render this out right now, just like give it a few seconds, right? Now I'm on my desktop. My desktop is extremely powerful, right? But when I was working on this, I was on vacation in Hong Kong working on my laptop, which is significantly slower. For some reason, the rain didn't render here. It's not good for me. So I'm going to try to figure out why that is. I know why that is, because it hasn't been applied on anything yet. Okay, let me do this real quick. So I need to apply the wet block effect. Just do apply, and then render. Toad Mushroom says, oh god, not Monster School! Angelo was making a joke. On Discord, he goes like, somebody mentioned Monster School, and I instantly replied with like the angry emoji, but instead like on ArcDoc over here. Like I made all the Facebook emojis onto ArcDoc's face. I replied with like Doc angry, and Angelo goes, whenever someone says Monster School, chafe. Omro says shaders versus non-shader ray tracer. Non-shader ray tracing. Oh, I didn't know you could have non-shader ray tracing in Minecraft. That's news to me. I haven't even heard of that. Let's see. Maria Park says, hi, I just woke up to see you live. Hey, thank you for joining us, Maria Park. Good morning to you. Ray says, hi, you're incredible. Thank you, Ray. You are incredible as well. So is everyone watching the stream right now. Ova says, another live stream. Yeah, 2 live streams every single week. Johnny Jojo says, animation is looking great so far. Thank you very much. Dylan Channel says, hello. Welcome back, Dylan. Nice to see you again. Toad the Mushroom says, Monster School is bad. It clickbaits with not safe for work thumbnails. Did he just reply to the other comment right after I posted that? I'm not sure which comment you're... No. I'm reading up because the chat flies down real fast. But no, yeah, that's my biggest problem with Monster School. Anyway, take a look at this. You can't see the render time right now unless I lift my arm. Okay, so look under my armpit over on this side. Right there, it's 42 seconds. Right? This one frame here takes 42 seconds to render, and it's not even in the full resolution yet. I typically like to render things in about the 20-second range. So every frame for me should be 20 seconds. Here's the thing you guys have to consider if you guys aren't animators, right? First of all, how does this look? Right, with the reflections and whatnot, because now everything looks wet. I think this looks pretty cool, and it's pretty, good. And we just add some little rain particles in, and it'll look fine. But consider this. On my other computer, it took like a minute 30 seconds. I render my animations at 24 frames per second. Meaning, so let's say 1 minute 30 seconds would be like, or let's just take this one, 42 seconds, right? 42 seconds for one frame. This is not the full resolution. Fuck it, let's go 1 minute. Okay. It takes 1 minute to render one frame. Meaning it takes 24 minutes to render 1 second of animation. Everything here that you just saw. So these 3 shots here, these 8 seconds, what that's telling me is that for 8 seconds to render, it's going to be 8 times 24. It's going to be 192 minutes or 3.2 hours just to render 8 seconds. Now imagine doing that for the entire thing. Like, that's going to take forever to make. I'm going to spend more time rendering than I'm going to spend animating. And that for me just isn't a good cut. So I've been trying to spend a lot of time lowering this render time so I could get this reflection in while still being able to render fast. However, I just don't think that's going to work. Like, this reflection is taking way too long. I do want to test for myself how long it would take to do a full render. So let me render at full resolution, 1 single frame without saving the file. Let's see how long this takes. Just an experiment for myself as well. Ray says, no, you're breathtaking. You're breathtaking, Ray. Everyone here is breathtaking. My suit is breathtaking because it's actually starting to get a bit hot here, even though it's winter. Camatine is here. What's going on, Cam? Welcome back. How's your Did you work on that wall run animation? Oh no, it was Solar. It was Solar who was doing that. Camatine says team render, or I can be a render man for you. No, I've got team render set up. It's just when I was on vacation, I couldn't team render back into Australia because it's too far away. Actraft says, do you know any other Minecraft animation channel? Not like I hate you or something, but I think that Minecraft channels are dying in 2019. Sorry for my grammar. That's alright, I completely understand you. Yeah, I do know a lot of Minecraft animation channels. Why is this black? Seem to have a problem here. If you join into our Discord, Ashraf, we have a Discord channel and the link in the description. We've got plenty of other animators in there, including Black Plasma Studios, Anishridge, Faris Zayaf. All these 3 guys are in there. We're hoping to wrap Slamacal back in one day. So let's see if he comes in. There's also Blue Monkey. We're trying to get him in as well. So we'll see what happens about that. See if we can wrap some more famous animators in. Make the place a lot more exciting. Why was this not rendering? There we go. That's why. Simple fix. Dylan says, I'm excited for the next animation. So am I. The second we get over this hurdle of a technical issue, everything will go smoothly. But this is slow. This right now, for my standards, this is incredibly slow, and I'm not sure if the reflections are worth it. Beautiful Pizza says, is there any chance you might do live streams other than Thursdays or Saturdays? Potentially, if we can hear your offer. Because there's a reason I avoid Fridays. Because everyone likes partying on Fridays. So I want to let you guys party on Fridays. So you don't have to make it to my live streams on Fridays. You go do whatever you want on Fridays, right? Saturdays, you come back. And then like Thursdays before Fridays, so you can come back, you know. Excuse me. Shizuko says, I did a deal with a friend and now random folks are insulting me on YouTube. I'm going to make a series of people snapping at me and others now. Are you just going around harassing random people? Is that the dare? Angelo says, why not make a scene with a darky fog and make torches emit really orange lights? That is the plan as well. Yeah, see, right now it's a very monotone and boring scene. Like, if someone gave me this, I wouldn't say this looks good because it's missing a few things. Everything is wet, sure, but there's no reason everything is wet, because, yeah, there's dark clouds, but there's no rain. So I need to add in rain, 1, and then 2, I need to emit all these lights. Because right now, everything is one color, and these lanterns are clearly lit, but there's no light coming from it. So I need to put lights on everything, and that's going to add an orange color, and that's going to really help pop the scene. Ida says, hi, what's going on? Welcome back. Exclamation says, hello. Panda's here, what's going on, Panda? Welcome back. How's your finger? I've reopened the scraped finger. Cause, have you guys heard the horror stories of me going off planes? Huraki Nia's here. Hello, how's your day? My day's been great. How was your day, Huraki Nia? Let me just give a warning to everyone real quick. Especially to animators here and whatnot. Take care of your hands. Cause these things, we make money with these things. Also, take a look at the render time. Take a look at the, oh my god, it's blocked. Take a look at the render time. It's 1 minute 38 seconds. This is in full resolution without the lights and without the rain. Now imagine with everything there, it's gonna take forever to render. So I think that I'm going to scrap the reflections altogether and that should speed everything up. Right, but I was gonna I'm gonna give everyone just a quick warning. Exclamation says, what software do you use? I use Cinema 4D. Give it a second, because Cinema 4D right now is like $3,000 or something. But they're releasing a new update where you can pay monthly, and it's like $8 or something, so it's a much more affordable. Anyway, Doll, you're not being ignored. I'm reading you. Take care of your hands. You guys, people who have been here for a long time have known about my ganglion cyst for a while. It's gone down a little bit, but you can see... Oh, you can't really see it because of the light. There's a lump right here. But this lump has gotten so big in the past, right? Because my wrist has been repeatedly injured. And one of the worst injuries I've ever gotten is completely detaching my wrist. I completely detached my wrist off twice within 1.5 days. I was flying... I've already told this before, but some of you guys might be new here. I was in Hong Kong right before I was moving back to Australia, right? So I was in Hong Kong for a vacation or something. And I'm holding onto... Like, I'm standing on the bus, and I'm just holding onto one of those, like, bars. All of a sudden, the bus goes from, like, 100 to 0, and so everyone gets thrown forward, right? I'm holding onto the thing, and I didn't expect it to stop, so it just stopped all of a sudden. My hand gets... My body gets yanked so far forward, and my hand was holding onto the bar that my wrist gets disconnected from the rest of my hand, and I'm forced to let go because I've got no more control over the hand, and I fly from the back of the van, of the bus, to the front of the bus, and I smack into the window with my hand. So that completely dislocated and took off my wrist. So I was like, ow, but it's not the first time that it's happened, so I managed to pop it, like, there's a whole bunch of bones here, so I just managed to, like, pop it a bunch of times, and it fit back in. It just popped again. But it fit back in. Okay. The next day, I had a flight to Australia. So I go on a plane, and I go back down from the plane. I'm in Australia, and there's a baggage claim section. So I'm grabbing the luggages off of the conveyor belt, putting it on, like, the push trolley thing, right? I've wrapped up my hand, because I know it's been injured. And as I lunge in to grab my luggage, it slips out of my left hand. And on instinct, I'm like, oh, well, I can't let that keep going, so I'm going to grab it with my right hand, my dislocated hand. So I grab it without thinking about anything, and I pull it, and it goes, whack! And it snaps so loud, but I pull it off anyway, and I swear to God, I pulled it, and because of the weight of the luggage, it, like, stretched my wrist down as I was putting it down. I was like, oh! Fuck! It hurts so bad. It only hurt for a second because I popped it back in real fast. But that's why my hand is so fucking messed up. That's only just like a minor list of injuries, right? That, plus the ganglion cyst, plus repeated punching on heavy bags and people's heads and whatnot, and fractures and everything. Take care of your hands, guys. You don't want to have hands like mine. I brought this entire thing up because Panda scraped her finger and it's now blue after an injection. Most recently, because I just came back to Australia, while I was taking something off the conveyor belt, my hand didn't pop off this time. However, I'm not going to show it, right? But the entire skin of this finger here got, like, scraped off somehow. I was like, oh. That hurts more because you can't shower. Because, like, you have to put your hand up, I shouldn't be doing that pose. You have to shower with your hand up and away from the water, because if any water gets on that, it's like, yeah, anyone who's ever gotten a cut and has water gotten in there knows that reaction. Give me 1 second. I got something in my nose. Ugh. Ugh. Excuse me. Oma says, are you right-handed? I am indeed right-handed. Panda says, very handy. Shizuko says, he just needs a hand. Angela says, he's handsome. Shizuko said earlier, I made a gacha shit post vid, my profile picture. Oh, okay. Wait, is Gacha still here? I haven't seen Gacha for a while. Toad says, if you're in Australia, why aren't you upside down? See, here's the thing. Because all of us, we're right side up. All of you guys, you're upside down. I've just trained my eyes to read your comments upside down. That's why. That, or I've got a mirror in front of the lens. So I'm flipping everything for you. Dallas says you really didn't handle that well. Shizuko goes, I gotta hand it to you. That sounds painful. I mean, it didn't really hurt too bad. Like, honestly? Because I've had worse injuries, so, like, that wasn't the worst one. Angelo says, imagine putting alcohol in your hand. Well, yeah. That you kind of have to do that, though, whenever you get a bad cut, especially in a public area, because it's dirty. Like, oh, dude, I just remembered, okay. So I was in a camp with some of my friends. This was like way back. So I was like a kid, right? And we went out to like some remote island on a camp trip with some of my friends, and one of them stepped on like, I don't know what he stepped on, but he cut his like foot open, the bottom of his foot. It wasn't like a massive cut, but it was spewing. So it was kind of bad, but he just kind of wrapped it with a bandage, and it was like, we were like, okay, whatever. And he didn't seem too bothered by it. But then, at some point, he decided to go to the pool without wearing any sandals or shoes or socks or anything. He just kind of walked barefoot, and it started raining on the way back. And so basically, there was just like, okay, in the hotel that we were staying at, there's the front area, there's a carpet there for people to dry their feet on, right? Because after it rains. So we get back to the hotel, and he's been stepping in rainwater all this entire time. But he goes back into the hotel, and there's that moist carpet full of like old water, right? And he does the thing where you wipe your foot onto the carpet to get the moisture off, but he's barefoot and he's got a cut. And so he's like rubbing his fucking barefoot into the old water. It's ugh. I looked at that, I'm like, dude, stop! Stop that! Go wash it! Stop! There's old water! There's old water seeping into your wound! Stop that! Ugh. Like, it was so, I cringed so hard. I sort of I wanted to like I wanted to suplex him. Just to like knock him out, throw him into the bath or something, and just wash the fucking foot. The amount of like, because he's stepping on the carpet and the old water is like, and it's coming out. I'm just like, stop! Oh, it was so bad. You reckon, yes? How does it feel now? Is it better? Yeah, no, it's completely good now. It's just I've got the ganglion cyst, which is stopping me from I can't turn my wrist on a 90-degree angle. It's getting better, but it's still injured. Harry says, is Shizuko adapting our solution for toe cramps? Lamau. I should tell that again. MR Mumu Cow says, hey, I'm from Australia. Hey, so, well, technically, I'm not from Australia, but I'm in Australia. So what's going on? Toad says, how many hand puns are there? There's gonna be like, there's either gonna be old water puns, or there's gonna be toe puns coming next. Also, this is way too bright for some reason. Oh, okay. So here's the thing. Okay, guys, this scene looks incredibly flat at the moment, but if you guys are using Cinema 4D, so this is for like mainly Angelo, who's probably still watching here, but if you want your nighttime scenes to appear darker without changing much of the lights, there's a cheap trick you can do. Just go into your ambient occlusion and pull this there, and now it's gonna look a lot darker. Excuse me. Beautiful Pizza says carpet and old water. I don't know why I started saying old water, but I think now old water is gonna be added to the dictionary on Discord. Old water. Panda says, I once poured soup instead of betadine in my wound. Why? And it never felt so alive. Shizuko says, y'all are masochists. Doll says, when will you play survival on stream next? I was actually thinking of playing today. I could play today, or we could play next stream. It depends. If you guys want to watch me play survival, I'm fine with that. I just want to get at least 2 renders done before I go into survival. Die Myself, hello, what's going on? Did you join last stream, Die Myself? Because I saw a comment that you wrote that says, like, I need to go bye, but I didn't see you join in. WASD says, hi, what's going on, WASD? I swear to God, I read your name as Wasp. Exclamation says, more like old water sheep. Oh, dude, I should add a beard onto the blue water sheep. Just to make him an old water sheep. The fucking concept of old water is just so disgusting. I don't know why I started saying it, but I think I think I was mocking one of my friends because he left a cup of water. I had a sleepover, but we had some water before we slept, right? And he just left his cup of water on the desk for an entire night, and he woke up in the morning and he started drinking from it. Like, dude, just pour. That's old water. Stop drinking old water. Just get some new water. I was up says, hey, you remember me? Wow, thank you. You're the best. Thank you. You're the best for coming back. Beautiful Pizza says pouring soup on your wound really helps. Apparently. So, I heard this from, like, folk news, right? But, apparently, what the Chinese used to do was they used to pour soya sauce into their wounds, and they thought that that would heal them somehow. It does not. It does not do that. It does the opposite. It hurts you. Akraf says, can you make a FNAF Minecraft animation? I could, but I'm really not interested in doing that. Panda says, it makes me feel all the horror, man. Hey, at least you didn't get old water in your wounds. So the mushroom says, what exactly is that old water, though? It's just water that's been left there. Like, any bit of water that is left somewhere for an extended period of time, for me, is considered old water. You just kind of wipe away old water, because it's just disgusting. You want to get fresh water. Just, like, boil it or something, right? It's like old water. WASD says, how much time is this animation going to take? Possibly sometime. We're back on track now. So like last week, I gave a prediction of around 2 weeks, but because we've run into that technical issue with the rendering time taking way too damn long, it's been pushing back a little bit. So, excuse me. What I tried to say there was, we are experiencing a bit of a delay. I can't give you an estimate yet because I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. So let me kind of figure this out and, like, look how much we have left. Part of this is going to be a fight scene. Other parts of this is just going to be repeated. And I'm expecting another render problem because he throws the what do you call it? The big ass fork, the blue fork. What do you call it? The lightning fork, whatever you call it, the lightning fork. He throws that like lightning fork, and then it like turns the pork chops into like zombie pork chops. But there's a lot of them, and so when you have a lot of them, it tends to lag the system, and that might cause a rendering issue. I'm just hoping that that's not the case, because if I run into another issue, that's gonna slow me down a lot. But Johnny Jojo says old water just tastes like water. No, old water tastes like old water. Also, it's not the taste that matters, it's the fact that it's old water. You can get fresh water just by boiling the old water, or just like throw the old water away. You don't want to recycle old water. If you look at the old water, there's like a fur sticking out of it, like a singular fur sticking out of the fucking old water. You don't want to drink the old water. Why is everyone mocking my way of saying old water? The other day, I've got an Indian coworker, and she has a pretty strong Indian accent. But one of my Australian coworkers was talking with her, and she adopted the accent for some reason. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't like a racist thing. But she goes like, "Don't you want to boil your water?" Your what now? Your water? Just, I don't know why, but the different pronunciations of the word water is always kind of funny to me. Die Myself says, what are you going to do when you hit 10,000 subscribers? I'm going to release the animated trailer for Levaslier episode 1. So, the question is, will I get that done in time by the time we hit 10,000? And the second question is, will I don't know what the second question was. It evaded my mind. That's the only question. Will I get it done in time? Probably so, because I have a history of telling the future. So it's gonna happen. Dell says, by the way, are you working on Levaslier episode 1 nowadays? You're on my Discord server. You should know this. If you go into the feedback channel, you can see some of the most recent renders that we've been doing. So this one right here, this is the most recent. This is not actually the most recent one. I made a more recent one. But this is like a cool little effect that I've been doing for Levaslier episode 1. There you go. I'm quite liking it, you know. I've done this all in Cinema 4D. Surprise, Angelo. Surprise. I did it. I can show you the file as well. Actraf says, yeah, Levaslier. Trident, that's the word, trident, not lightning fork, thank you, trident. Oh, by the way, since everyone's here, before anyone does anything, hold your horses, watch this, right? ArcDoc, do it, there he goes, look what ArcDoc just did, he just liked the video, you guys can do that as well, so go down there, give this video a thumbs up, because that really does help me and help give good signals to YouTube, so I can give good signals back to you guys, and I can flaunt my red suit a little bit more. Toad asked, I'm gonna ask again, what made you do PewDiePie animations? Views. That's it. If you've watched, I'm not sure if you were here in in Thursday's live stream. And in Thursday's live stream, I was talking a lot about the psychological side of YouTubing and whatnot. And, basically I explained that in this day and age, in 2019, if you want to be a successful YouTuber, it's not about, like, doing the things you love, but it's about getting the views and the money. Because if you choose to make videos with the intention of getting views and money, and you're smart about it, and you know what trends to target, it's extremely easy to get like 500,000 views. It's not that hard. It's just, the problem with that is that you're done. Like, first of all, who likes making... let's say you're an animator like me, right? If you like animating, you like storytelling, and you like being creative. Okay, so you like telling your own stories, and you like writing stories and whatnot. Yes, of course, it makes you feel good to make an animation for someone else, and then, like, it's cool, but then it's not exactly your creation now, is it? It's someone else's story. And so how long can you keep that up for? Because at some point, you're gonna break down, and you're gonna say, okay, well, I don't want to do this anymore. And at that point, the views will stop coming. Because, remember, the only reason you hit 500,000 views or whatever is because you're targeting those trends. If you stop targeting those trends, people stop watching you. That's why I started doing the PewDiePie stuff, because for me it's proof that, hey, if I want 500,000 views, I can go and get 500,000 views. It's as simple as that. All I have to do is do it. You know, it's super easy. However, that doesn't make me feel anything. Like, the results make me feel something. Getting 500,000 views makes me feel, oh, okay, 500,000 views, that's pretty good. I know, $300 US, that's pretty nice. But like, the second I stop doing that, it's done. A lot of people think you get a million subscribers, you can upload whatever you want. No. You get a million subscribers, you don't upload the things that they want to see, they're not going to watch it. And therefore, if you want to have a long-term YouTube channel, you got to do the things you want to do, and you got to keep on doing it. Because your subscribers are there to watch you and the things that you do, not the things that you're doing for someone else or the things that you're doing for views. There's an exception to that rule when you get past a certain limit, like 10 million or something, where it just doesn't matter. But until you get to that point, like, you got to choose your game wisely. That was Thursday was a great live stream. Thank you very much. Panda says, I saw someone dislike the video. How dare they? Let's try to completely demolish that one dislike and get a whole bunch of likes back. Everyone go smack that like button. Thank you so much. WASD said earlier, tap water has been left out to sit, tap water that has been left out to sit out slowly to acquire an off taste. About 12 hours tap water starts to go flat. Okay. I don't know if old water actually tastes different because I would never drink old water. I drink fresh water. Fresh boiled water. Not tap water. Tap water is still old water. WASD says, where are you from, brother? I'm from Hong Kong, but I'm currently in Australia at the moment. Who said filthy sacrifice? Someone just said filthy sacrifice up there. Who said it? I saw someone go filthy sacrifice. Beautiful Pizza says that one person who dislike is full homo. Hope he's not homo for me though, because I'm not homo. Don myself says, hold on, before I read any more comments, I'm getting lost in all y'all comments. I did the all y'all thing again. I'm sorry. I need to figure out what I'm animating next. Okay, I need to have the white flash and then PewDiePie's face. So all I'm gonna do is grab his, come on, get, okay. I'm gonna delete all these sheeps. Goodbye. Delete this camera, delete that camera, delete that camera. and then move the Pewds rig out here. Excuse me, and then reset its position. Die Myself says, I still want to watch, but I gotta go to work now. Hope you have a good day and good luck. Well, good luck and good day to you as well, Die Myself. Thanks for joining. Exclamation says, have you watched Endgame? Yes, yet. I have indeed watched Endgame. Surprisingly. I'm not exactly the biggest Marvel fan. What? Dude, Harry, we forgot to add, Ant-Man and the Bee onto, onto the, what do you call it? The dictionary on Discord. Johnny Jojo says, I just noticed that Jorgen 1's grave is missing. I noticed that too, but I think it's because he took all the materials for that and he built this beacon in here for the IKEA tower. Also, the engravings on here are gone, so I'm gonna put those back in later manually. Oh, get out of my... What? Panda just goes, old water tastes like fish pee. Now, Panda, how would you know what fish pee tastes like? That's the real question. Okay, is he floating? Perfect. So, I'm pretty sure the next shot has him walking out of this. So I'm just gonna pretend that he walked out of that. Let's go over here. Angelo says, what do you look for in a Minecraft rig? What do I look for in a Minecraft rig? Right now, I'm looking for the best faces. Because I've been noticing this weird thing where you can't really do much with faces when you're doing a Minecraft thing. So let me give you an example. Right. I'm just gonna load up one of the slime rigs real quick. But I was trying to make a surprise... Oh, I wrote smile instead of slime. I was trying to make a surprised face with the slime rig. And so what I mean by surprise is not just like... Not surprise Pikachu surprise. That, and like, oh, you know, like, that's nothing. I mean surprise as in there's a car rushing towards you, you turn around, you're like, oh shit! Like that type of surprise. When your eyes get bigger and like your eyebrows go up and your entire face just kind of cocks back. The problem with doing it on a slime rig like this is that there are no pupils because the eye is just one block. And so if I shrink... What? Is this the old slime? What's going on here? I think this is an old slime. Oh god, this is an old slime. Yeah. Ew, disgusting. Get out. Okay. Well. I don't have a new slime. Let me try that again. Give me 1 second, guys. What the hell is happening? Okay. Arc dock. Oh my god. Arc dock. There. Cool. Okay, so if I try to shrink his eyes, this doesn't really look like there's a car about to hit him. It just looks like Surprise Pikachu. You know what I mean? And so I've been trying to figure out how I can show surprise in a Minecraft rig. Not just like a slime rig. A slime rig is even harder than a Minecraft rig just because it doesn't have pupils. But what I found out is that by moving the head like this, you can actually get a lot of different emotions. Because when we get angry and whatnot, our eyebrows and the space up here tends to frown downwards as well. And so what I was thinking was, oh, what if I did that for surprise instead? I pull his head back a little bit, right? Maybe even... Oh, no, that's not the right one. Up this a little bit. So, pull his head up entirely so he's like, oh. And then we'll drop his mouth down a little bit. Like, maybe not this one. Extend his mouth. Which one is it? There you go. He looks a bit more surprised now. It's a different surprise than the surprise that I showed earlier with the Pikachu one. Even though this is still not the right surprise. Like, there's no emergence in it. There's no sense of emergency in this one. So, for a while, I've been trying to figure this out. I don't know if any rig can even do that. Like, what about the Anish one? Anish has one of the most powerful rigs, and Anish's face is amazing. So, let's grab Anish real quick. Let's try to figure this out. Ew! I just realized the panda says my fish died in a bowl. I was curious, little person, so I took a sip. Well, okay, well, maybe it's not just like fish pee. It's like fish poo water. It's doo-doo water. It's even worse than old water. It's doo-doo water. Okay. Chase is back. What's going on, Chase? Let's see you again. He says, is that Ruffle? Well, he wasn't rolling, so I don't know. WASD earlier said, you're so underrated, I wish you would get more subs in the future. I wish so as well, and it will happen. So a thing you can do to help out the channel, by the way, is to just share these videos out. Any videos on my channel that you guys love, make sure you share them out with your friends and tell them to share it as well, because that does a lot for the channel. Let's see. Okay. So let's say we wanted to do a surprise face with the, Anish rig. First thing, I mean... Okay, we'd have to find a way to curve his head back. And I haven't used Anish in a while, so I'm gonna have to figure this one out. Well, have his mouth go open real quick. Like that. We're gonna need his eyebrows to go up. I don't know. Okay, we can expand eyes like that as well. That works. That works really well. And then, that's definitely not right. That's not right either. We'll have to find a way to move the eyebrows. There you go. Move the eyebrows up a little bit. Alright. I'm just kind of referencing my own face here. Is there a way we can bend the eyebrow? Nope, that's definitely not it. Can I rotate that? No, I cannot. What about this? Nope, that's not it. Oh. See, with that, you can get a lot more accurate of a surprise face, even though his head has been completely stretched out of proportion. See, that looks more surprised than any other rig that I've ever seen. Like, I don't think any rig can do a surprise face like this. There's just something, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the deformation of the head, making it curve like that. Either way, this is stretched a little bit too much for my liking. Like, I'd push it down there or something. I'd probably also bend some of the eye parts, but I'm not exactly sure how to do that on the Anish rig. Nope. Well, anyway, there. So, Angelo, you were asking what I was looking for. Faces that can do expressions. Like, not just, when I say sad, I mean like sad, really depressing sad. And when I mean happy, I don't mean just happy. I mean like overly happy, really joyously happy. I want expressions like that, like extreme expressions, which are so important when it comes to animation. And we just can't do that with our standard rigs. So let's see what you can do. Solar as well. Tell Solar to do that as well. Ralph Mendoza says, what is that software you are using? I'm using Cinema 4D. Hiraki Niaz says, how long did it take you to learn to animate? Okay, see, that's a hard to answer question, because it's incredibly easy to learn to animate, but how much practice do you need to animate well? I've shown you guys my first ever animation. It's still public right now. It's like a trailer for Levaslier. And that was done within the first few months of me learning to animate. Because, I mean, look, animation is as simple as this. You make an object, you set a keyframe, you move forward a little bit, you move the object, you make a new keyframe, and ta-da, you have an animation. Done in like a few seconds. But that's not impressive to anyone, right? How do you learn, or how long does, it's not about learning as much as it is practicing. Because there's only so much you can learn when it comes to animation. It's the 12 principles of animation, and then you gotta learn the software so you know your keys and your buttons and how to do different things. And then it's practice to do it well. So if you're gonna say how long do you practice to learn how to animate, how long does it take to practice to animate well is a different question. Depends on how, it depends on how vigorous you are in learning as well. I just explained that we ran into a technical issue while I was working on this PewDiePie scene, which slowed me down. Whenever you're a beginner, you tend to run into a lot more technical issues, and that is like an educational killer, just because it slows you down, and whenever something slows you down, we tend to not like to do it. So you got to be consistent enough and work hard enough to be able to get past those technical issues. And if you're able to do that and consistently animate something and get past hurdles, you're just gonna naturally start animating well. Like, you're gonna see a natural improvement. Most important is to actually animate something. It doesn't matter if you're doing it well or not. You have to aim to improve with every single animation, and you have to keep going. Del says Pewds versus Ender Dragon. I haven't done that yet. Nor have I watched it, actually. Ashraf says, are you a professional 3D animator? Can you make 2D animations too? I'm not a professional 3D animator. I'm a professional film editor. That's what I am. I'm a professional film editor and a visual effects artist. So I do stuff like, first of all, I cut up movies. So like all this here, this is editing right here. And then I do special effects like if you see a gun in a movie and it fires, they're not actually shooting each other with real guns, of course. That flash, I add that flash in. That's my skills. That's what I do professionally. Animation is something I do for fun. I cannot do 2D animation, if you're wondering. So is here, what's going on? So it says, bro, I just came on the stream, but when the video played, I see Anish's mouth was wide open and you mentioned my name. I was saying that, so Angelo was asking, what am I looking for in a rig? And I said, I'm looking for whatever can do emotions. Extreme levels of emotion. Just like the Anish rig can do to an extent. However, I'd be interested if anyone could make one better than Anish's. Oh, wait. Solar says your server's update did not announce a stream. Thank you for telling me that. I'm going to drop the message right now. There you go. Ping. Drag Plays Gaming and Nightcore says, hi, bro, it's me. I don't remember your name, Drag Plays. Maybe you haven't been here long enough. But welcome. If you have been here and I just don't remember you, I'm sorry. Panda says YouTube recommendations brought me here. Interesting. Interesting that YouTube recommendations would do such a favor for me. Angelo says, can I have a strong computer? Thanks, Lamal. You can get a strong computer. Super easy. Hyaki Nia says, do you mean it depends on practice? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, it sucks to whenever someone says that, because it's like, oh, that's not really, like, of course it depends on practice. You know, it's like, oh, how do I do this? Practice. Like, obviously. I want to give people, like, stuff that you can use instantly. Hikaya Shoteru says, hello there, remember me, Chief? Of course I do. Of course I remember you. Welcome back. So something that's actionable and that you can immediately learn to do. If you Google up 51 beginner animation practices, you can get a list that someone has generated for 51 easy animation practices that people can do for beginners, for people to learn animation. And so you should, first of all, if you're a beginner animator, never try to start with a walk cycle, because that's what I did. That's what many people do, and it's hard. It sucks. Don't do it. It's terrible. It's terrible, right? What you should do instead is something a lot more basic. Like, okay, let's say it's your first day in Cinema 4D. This is what I would teach someone to do. Okay, I'll do one right now for you. Make a brick fall off a shelf, and then make a tennis ball fall off a shelf. Okay, so first of all, you gotta learn how to make a shelf. So you gotta do all of this. Right, and you gotta learn how to do all of this. And you gotta learn all the shortcut keys for this. And then maybe not learn that, because you don't have to care about what I just did there. It's fine. So let me start off by making a shelf real quick. Okay, I'm not gonna do this amazingly, but I'm just gonna do something, you know. And then bang, and then you do this, and then you do like that, and then MW, shrink that in. Oops, cancel that. Preserve groups, shrink that in. MT, push that in. Okay, so now I've got a shelf. Cool. Okay, now I've got to put a brick, so let's create a new cube. Move this upwards, and then shrink this guy. Okay, bricks don't look squarish, so okay, brick. There you go, done. Now you learn to put the brick here. Of course, you go in and texture this as well. You learn how to do all the texturing. So you learn to put this here, and then without using dynamics, you have to learn how to animate physics. Because people struggle to animate weight. Weight is one of the most difficult things to animate. So you know, it's learn to keyframe this one, and you're like, oh, okay, we'll move by, and then timing as well, right? So you gotta move down here. Okay, you're gonna drop down a brick here. So obviously, brick don't drop like this. Obviously not. Brick must rotate. So rotate brick here. Oh dear, what happened? So let's say brick rotates by 360. Oh damn it. 360. Okay. So brick goes, ooh, boom. Okay, that rotated way too much. Cancel all that. Redo that. Hold on. Redo. Rotate by 180. So it just flips backwards. Okay, now this is what it looks like. Bang. Okay, obviously something went wrong there because that clips through. Okay, so now you have to learn. Oh, we can't just do a straight animation like this because that's not how it looks. So you got to do this. Okay, let's just do something like this. Bingo. So it goes out and then it drops down. And then now you realize the impact doesn't look like it impacted. Why? Because you learn about keyframe interpolation. You see these dots here? I'm not sure if you guys see these dots on YouTube. But these dots here, that's showing how much it moves between each keyframe. So there's a dot there, and dot there. But as it reaches the bottom, it's the dots are more closely packed together, so it moves slower. What we're gonna do is change this from a spline to linear, and then now if nope, it didn't work. Let me just select all these. Linear. Nope, gotta reset one of those ones. Spline. Okay, there you go. So now it's going to look like it drops with more force. Bang. And then now, because when it drops down, it's going to have to bounce up. So let's set a keyframe like here. Do that. And then move this up. And then go like that. And so now we got like more or less some like horribly done brick animation, right? Look. Ta-da. And then you got to adjust the timing. That took way too long. It's supposed to drop right there. There. Okay. Like basic stuff. Bang. Right there. Learn to do that first. If you can't even do that, don't talk to me about walk cycles. You can't even do that, right? Like, that's not even look good. I don't know how long it took me to do that, but whatever that was real fast. Learn how to do this. Learn how to do it properly. Don't rush it like me. And then learn how to do all the texturing and learn about textures and how they work. And then try to make an animation out of that. That would be so much easier to learn how to do everything. Like, when I say practice, you're practicing the right things, not just going in there and doing some random garbage with no goal in mind. Go in there with a goal and then set a deadline for that goal. So this week, I'm going to make an animation of a brick falling off a shelf, and I'm going to render it and I'm going to upload it. Simple and easy, precise goal that you can easily achieve. And you set a goal like that every single week. Ta-da! That's how you learn. Chase says, when did you get 9,000 subs? A few weeks ago. Mr. Fritz94 says, oh, by the way, I saw your comment earlier, Mr. Fritz. I just didn't read out your name. I'm sorry. He says, please go remake Ruby, because sometimes I think they have no clue what they're doing. It's funny you say that, because Monty the creator of Ruby, actually did inspired a lot of my animations. Because when I saw the Ruby trailer, because you gotta remember, Monty who made the entire Ruby series, he first showed his Red trailer in RTX. And so that's like a big like convention festival. And so last year when I got to speak at PAX and I got to show Levaslier PAX, I was like, holy shit, like I'm doing exactly what that guy was doing, and he's one of my biggest inspirations. So like it feels good to try to fill into those shoes. I don't think I'll ever be as good as Monty, but I aim to be. I aim to be better than Monty, because you know the future is now, old man, as the saying goes. Toad says, I'm back and making some food. Alright, cool. Welcome back. Hikigaya says, what does CGI mean, Shave? CGI stands for computer-generated images. Something that a lot of people get confused in is, how many of you guys watch Attack on Titan? In Attack on Titan Season 2 and 3, the Colossal Titan is CGI'd in. And so a lot of people complain about CGI being there and whatnot. That's the wrong term. That's the wrong term. Like, maybe in the anime sense it has a different definition. That's fine, okay? But in the traditional sense of CGI, that's not necessarily true. Because everything that you're seeing most of the things that you're seeing on screen is CGI. It's all computer-generated images. You know? I think the difference is, when you're doing an anime and you're drawing frames in, that's, you know, drawn in by hand and whatnot. And when you're filming stuff, that's captured by camera. But whenever you edit something in, that's called CGI and whatnot. The thing is, even in animation, there's a lot of ways you can cheat, and you can never really tell if it's CGI or not. How many of you guys have heard of Twixtor? I'm wondering if I can do an example right now. Okay, let me try. This might not end very well, because
I think.
This is not a good example.
Please, I think.
Okay, this is a good example. Let me show you guys something. So this here, first of all, this here would be considered CGI because this is a 3D animation where everything here is computer generated, right? So, but let's say, for example, this was drawn in by hand, okay? So if our definition of computer generated is something that does not require user input, or like it generates images based on something that you feed it, what about this? Let's say that this right here was entirely drawn by hand. Now, if I go in here and I do a little thing and I nest this and I go Twixtor example. I go in here. Don't worry about the technical stuff. Don't like just kind of ignore what I'm doing. Just kind of go with the flow real quick. I'll show you an example after this. So copy, paste, 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 paste. Okay, so I duplicated that a whole bunch of times. Now I've got this clip that I can kind of expand like that, and then I can add the effect Twixter on, like so, and then I can tell Twixter to slow this down to 10%. And now if I play this. Now, it's not exactly the best example, but you can see how, because, look, if I slow this down regularly, if I just took this one bit, right, and I just went in there and I right-clicked this and I went speed, and I slow this down to 10%, this is what it's going to look like. See how it just kind of freezes? Because the frame rate is not high enough to go into slow motion. Twixter can do slow motion by simulating everything in between. So if I go here and I move one frame forward, you can see it's the same thing. Next frame, same thing, 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 change. All those same things is calculated by Twixter, and so all that in between is CGI. This is not the best example because everything is kind of warping, but occasionally you can't tell when something has been Twixtered. And so when everyone's complaining about CGI, it's like, CGI is everywhere. You just can't see it. So like, a lot of people have no idea what exactly they're complaining about. But there you go. There's a quick little example. Hope you guys like that. Let me delete this real quick because that's unnecessary. Clear. Angelo says, out of topic questions. How do you make your day-to-day normal stuff interesting for people like playing, editing, or animating? Because not going to lie, they're boring alone. Here's the thing, Angelo. I'm a real geek when it comes to doing technical things. So, hang on, let me set this camera up so I can do a render because I want to do. Oh Jesus, excuse me. I want to do one render before I go. At least one render. So right here he needs to be surprised, right? Anyway, I'm a real geek. I think Solar would agree to this as well. Solar. Whenever we solve some really technical thing, you get really giddy and really excited about it, because then I do, and that's what makes it fun for me. So a lot of the times when I'm animating, I try to make some really fun discoveries that I've never done before, and whenever I do that, it's like, oh dude, it works, it's so cool. Shizuko has to go. Damn, okay, Shizuko has to go. Bye guys, the rest of us the stream. So, all right, see ya, Shizuko, hope you have a good day. But something like this, Angelo. If I go to the, I'm going to show you guys some Lev spoilers. So the most recent Levaslier scene right here. Wrong file. Dirt. Hey, stop. Come on. Oh my god. Give it time. Okay, so that's the most recent one. That's not the one I was trying to show you guys. This is the one. Okay. So when I figured out how to do this, I was like, ah, that looks so cool. I finally got it to work. That's awesome. And that kind of makes me feel excited. So it's figuring out new things. So, you know, if I pose this to you without telling you the solution, right? Oh shit. Hold on. If I told you to make this, Angelo, without telling you the solution of how to make this, why do you not show up, man? Come on. Did I hit cancel? I hit cancel. Damn. Okay. Okay. Angelo, if I told you to make this 100% in Cinema... Did it crash? 100% in Cinema 4D. I told you to figure this one out all by yourself, and you actually figured it out, and you took the time to figure this one out, you'd have a lot of fun. It's like solving puzzles. Look at this. I love this. I love this so much. I finally figured it out. It's so cool. I gave you a brief explanation, so you have something to go off of, and you can also see my files right here. Higaya says, wait, how does an animation studio draw 31,680 frames, color, and then sometimes CGI, because one episode is 24 minutes, but I cut out the ending, so only 22 minutes, and I counted 31,680 frames. Okay, first of all, most animes are done in 12 frames per second, not 24. 12 frames per second, but you just don't notice it. Second of all, if you don't want to ruin anime experiences, just don't take this to heart, right? Like, don't take this as a bad thing, because it's not a bad thing. This has to be done. But in anime, there's a lot of still shots. There's a lot of stuff doesn't actually move. Yeah. Either there's like a still camera and the background doesn't move. That, or they'll try to cut away when someone's talking, so that it's only someone's face and reaction. There's a lot of that stuff going on. They cheat a lot of animation, or the movement is so subtle, it's just like this guy moving forward like this. Then in which case, that's not actually animation. You're just cropping me out and then moving that forward a little bit. You know, it's not actually hand-drawn animation. I'm not saying that it doesn't take effort to draw 31,800 whatever frames. They do have to draw many, many, many frames and then color a lot of stuff. That's their job. It's hard to do. And that's why CGI is important. Because in CGI, I'm not... To do this, okay? To do this animation right here. This is 24 frames, right? Watch. I don't have to draw this frame, color it, this frame, color it, this frame, color it, this frame, color it, this frame, color it. I just set two keyframes. One here and one on 24 frames, and I let the computer handle the rest. So that's why CGI is done, because it saves so much time. And quite frankly, I don't think it looks too bad most of the time. Like, a lot of people say it looks bad because it stands out. I mean... Standing out doesn't mean it looks bad, you know? Like, it looks fine to me. It gets the point across. Draclees Gaming says, bro, I need to go, but I will invite my friend here when I go to his house, haha. Alright, well, have fun, Draclees. I hope you have fun with hope you have fun with your friend as well, excuse me. Beanless says, hi, welcome back, Beanless, nice to see you again. Hey, you joined in last time, you said hi and you disappeared. What happened there? What happened there, Beanless? He's just gonna eat now. Okay, cool. See ya, Jack, please. Panda says, not really 31,000, though some frames are duplicated. Exactly. That's the point. They still do have to draw a lot. And it takes a lot of effort to make animes. That's why a lot of people say they're underpaid. Dell says, but that's okay since they have so many episodes to put out. Yeah. Hiraki Nia says, you look so anime, by the way. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. My 15-year-old weeb self would be very, very proud of the way I look now. You know, red suit. Still the same hairstyle, but I'm pulling off even better now. You know, it works. I got an anime lifestyle. Okay, so I got this guy in here. The lightning strikes. So he's supposed to be happy. So let's shrink his pupils like that. I still didn't add a mouth in yet. A lot of people ask me why I don't add a mouth into my PewDiePie. This is why. Let me turn on mouth real quick. Where the hell? There. Okay, see, the mouth is there. His mouth is there. See? Like, it's on top of his mustache. That's one. So I'm gonna have to manually move his mouth down. And then two, you see this, like, goatee bit in the front? That's blocking his face. Well, that's blocking his mouth, rather. So, I'm gonna have to move that little bit down. But also, I need his mouth right now just to make that smiley face. So if I open his mouth right now, it's like... that's not in the right position, you know? Like, that's wrong. It's not supposed to be there. And the problem with my rig is that I can't move the... Let me try to do this. I can't move... It froze. It froze. Beautiful. Hold on. What have I selected? It seems like I'm selecting some random stuff. I need to select just the mouth. Okay. Give me some time to select all of these little bits because it's going to take me forever. Panda says colors are often added to layers. For example, lighting, color, dodge, and soft light can help. And of course, you need 3D models borrowed from animators. They don't have to spend too much time on it. Yeah, true. Yeah. That's true. That's true. They also, they use 3D models for reference as well. That's very true. I saw someone use Cinema 4D to make an anime. I'm not exactly sure how they did it, but they made a few frames of, like, it looked like it was hand-drawn. It was incredibly cool. But it was all done using Cinema 4D. No idea how they did it, but I can't even tell you how to search it up because I don't remember the name. But I might drop it into sharing later on Discord. Okay, rig creators in the chat. Stop using splines, please. Like, look at me struggling to select these damn things. They're so hard to click on. Let's put in an object. Don't use spline. Please. Thank you. Okay. See, the problem is, once I select all of these and move these down, I can't guarantee that will stay in place. Like, that's fine-ish. Like, yeah. You see how terrible this looks? This is why I don't use the mouth, because the FMR mouth is weak. It's weak. It's powerless. Yeah, this mouth is bad. Yeah, I don't want this. Never mind. How am I gonna show him being happy though? How do you show someone being happy without a smile? That sounds like a life question. But how do you know if someone's happy without a smile? Does anyone know this? Can everybody chime in with some thoughts here? How do you make someone look happy without smiling? Just using their eyes. Or maybe their body language as well. He guy says, so the Flash CW running scene is CGI, but they make the realistic lighting while he was running, so it have to do with dynamic light? Probably. Beautiful Pizza says, I saw PewDiePie's mustache move instead of the mouth move in one of his animations. He's probably using my rig. He's probably using my rig or the default FMR rig, because the mouth is just there. It's like, I mean, that doesn't look too bad when you open the mouth, but when you close the mouth from here and you watch it open, you're like, the mouth is there. You expect that to open, but then you watch it open and it opens up there. You're like, that's wrong. It's about as wrong as old water. Solar says, Chafe, you keep missing my messages. Check your DMs, by the way. I might have directly contacted you. Okay, cool. I'll check all the Discord stuff later, Solar. I haven't been ignoring you, by the way. I've been reading them. They just haven't been related to what I've been doing, so I haven't been reading them out loud. Angela says, thankfully, my rig has mouth position. That's true. Cam Times is flying so bad, guys. Thank you, Cam. Thank you. Finally, someone can back up my messages. Solar says, oh, wait, those are splines? I didn't know those are circles. Circles are splines. Oh, circle mode. Well, same thing. Same thing. Because they're so damn hard to click on. Because, listen, people who don't animate, I'm not even sure if you guys can see the circle on YouTube, right? Because of compression. My mouse has to be on the exact pixel where this damn circle is in order to select it. It's so annoying. Well, like, by the way, the alternate way to do this is to do what they're like. Look at the arms. Imagine if that was like a thin line. That'd be terrible to click on. But no, instead I put on a square or like this one, like a red object. It's easier to click on. Angelo says curved eyebrows, bottom eyelid a bit up, big eyes and pupils. Okay, so curved eyelids. So, curved eyebrow. Okay, first of all, he doesn't even have an eyebrow, so let's drop in an eyebrow because those tend to help. Eyebrow. Did I disable it? Eyebrows, male, and then there they are. Cool. And then we'll just up the thickness of the eyebrows. Bang, there you go. And then change the eyebrow color into that color. Okay. And then pick the other. I almost said pick block. Pick block the other color. That's clearly the wrong color. I feel like it's more closer to that. That's a bit desaturated. That's a bit too saturated. Close enough. And then we'll just do the other one as well. Okay, so I gave him eyebrows. Let's lower the height. Oh, Jesus. Let's lower. What happened there? Okay, how do I move his eyebrows? Do I have eyebrow controllers? I do not have eyebrow controllers on my rig. That's a problem. Okay, cool. Ashraf says, I still don't know if this is a channel or family channel. I don't care if it's not. It's not a family-friendly channel. I am definitely not family-friendly. I'm drinking alcohol right now while wearing a red suit while telling you guys how to fucking animate. Okay, because I don't have eyebrow controllers, I cannot move the eyebrows. Okay, I can change the eyelids a little bit, but these horrible eye select. Oh my god! In the next update, I'm going to change the nulls into something else. Well, I say that, but I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do that. So hold on, eyebrows up or What did Angelo say? Hang on, let me find that message. Wait. Ah, curved eyebrows. Why weren't they curving? Okay, so is that not this? That's definitely not the curver. Okay, so it should be this blue dot right here. Why does that refuse to move? Whoa, what is happening there? Who designed that? Okay, huh. Eyebrows not moving is quite concerning because I don't know why that could possibly be. You can tell I don't really use eyebrows that much. Let's figure this one out. This is an alt says, this is still live. Damn, WNJ. Call me Chafe. C-H-E-I-F. Not Chief. Chafe. Yes, it is still live. Angelo says black alcohol. It's conch, but with a bit of gin in it. I finally, after 1 year, I finally finished all 3 bottles of alcohol over there, but I bought a new one, so you know. By the way, you guys see me drinking? I know a lot of you guys are underage. Drink responsibly if you plan on drinking when you're old enough to drink. Getting drunk is not fun. Your liver will not like you, and neither will I. Solar says, anyway, I don't know if I can ask this exactly off topic about the rig for pre-release. Did you want me to test out your rig? I could do that. Andrea just got home. Welcome back, Andrea. Okay, so, why these not work? Let's figure this out. What happened there? I mentioned Andre and my accent became like the Andrean accent. Okay, why is this locked? What? This is the bendy bit. This is supposed to let me do the bendy things. What on earth? Yeah, that's exactly what we want. Perfect. Can't your eyebrows do that? That's perfect. Ah, add some depth to the models as well. You know, that's cool. Why? Why is that there? Okay. Hidden. Show me the hidden stuff. Something. Man, okay. It's probably something to do with the espresso. But the problem here is that I don't know which espresso it's linked to. I don't know. Solar, do you have a way of finding out where this guy is located on espresso? Because this is probably linked to something that I can't figure out. No, where did you get why you talk from? Did you? Okay, let me tell you the story. Let me tell the story. I haven't told this one before. Okay, on the TeamWnJ official Discord server, you can find hashtag dictionary. If you want to join our Discord, join in the link in the description. It's free. Join in there. We got a big community there, about 200 people. But there's a hashtag dictionary section that's full of jokes that we tell on the inside, and it won't make sense to anybody else, and it makes you sound like an absolute goofball if you ever say it to anyone else, right? But one of them was, this was years ago. I was in a call with one of my friends. She's an Asian friend from America, and we were just talking about stuff. All of a sudden, her mom walks in, and there's like a stereotype that Asian moms are like, they always shout and like do weird things. I kid you not, I'm watching her because we got face cam on. I'm watching her, and right in the back, her mom just barges in and goes, "Hey, why you talk?" And leaves just like that. Like, what? Why you talk? What? Hey, why you talk? From now on, we're just gonna end up using that now. Hey, why you talk? It's not even talk. It's talk. Solar, you don't know how to price things? Grab, here's how you price things. If you're trying to sell anything to Minecraft, don't price anything above, $25 to $30. That's, like, the highest you can go for Minecraft stuff. You should, in my opinion, you should keep your prices below the actual game, okay? And then second of all, take a look at what the others are selling. See what features yours have that others don't. Does your rig solve problems that are extremely important to be solved? If so, and if they're better, price it higher. If not, price it at around the same price. You know, there you go. The most important thing is, can you solve the problems? Because let's say right now, this is causing me a pain in the ass problem, right? if you have a solution to this and you've got a rig with a really great face, better than Anish Ridge's rig, and you charge around like $15 for that, which is quite expensive for a Minecraft rig, I'd buy it. Like, cause I need that shit, you know. It solves my problem, basically. Terminally 3. Hold on. Solar says, look for any keyframe linked on that object. The keyframe should be square. It has an input-output arrow. When hovering on it, the tag name... Wait. The tag name and the object that got assigned on is being displayed. What the fuck? Hold on. What now? What? Hold on. I'm trying to understand what Solar is writing, but then right underneath that, Kamatine's calling me Terminally 3, which I am. The fact that I've never told the Terminally 3 story either, but it's dumb. Okay, it's dumb. Look at the way Terminally Ill is written. My friend from university, who's a filmmaker, makes a movie called like Terminally Ill, and the poster that they designed had terminally in big text, and right underneath that it was ill. But then it was like 1, 2, 3. So I was like, Terminally 3? I'm like, you're making a movie called Terminally 3? What about Terminally 2? And then I read the description, and it was like, it's about a woman who's terminally ill. I'm like, oh, it's not Terminally 3. I was reading that for so damn long, just trying to figure out what was happening. And then after that, I read the line below. I read an article below it that says something along the lines of, terminally ill woman slaughters kids in primary school or some shit. It was some horrible article. But I read Terminally 3 woman slaughters kids in primary. I'm like, what? And I read a bit into the article. I'm like, how did a movie manage to... I was like, oh, it's terminally ill. God damn it. So that's stupid. The next day, I see Mentally 3. I did the same thing again. I was like, Mentally 3. Oh, it's mentally ill. Oh, okay. So now every single time I see the word 3, I'm just going to read it as... every time I see the word ill, I'm just going to read it as 3. Bikara BRB123 says, hi, what's going on, Bikara? Pisika. That's it. Pisika. Sorry. Welcome back. I think I've seen you before. Because I remember butchering that name the first time as well. Angelo says, go in the coordinate of the object, find the square thing. Oh, okay. Wait. Go in the coordinate of the object, find the square thing. Yep. And then, okay. Position Y, okay, hold on. Find the square thing, hover your cursor over it. And then it says, position Y, import connected. Control, object is control. Okay, therefore, I need to find an object named control, which I have, like, a million of. And then one of these ones should include, what am I looking for again? It should include eyebrow L bend. That's what I'm looking for. Eyebrow L bend in an object called control. So I went through the first one. Let's try to go through the second one. Eyebrow bend L. Nope. Eyebrow. Nope. Eyebrow R controller. Left controller. Controller. Eyebrow bend, eyebrow L bend, eyebrow L bend. There you go. Okay, I found something. Okay, what the hell is that? That's connected to that? Oh, that moves the eyebrows? Wait. Oh, I do have eyebrow controllers. Oh, isn't that great? Yeah. Huh. I designed my rig and I don't remember how it works. Interesting how that works, isn't it? I just love it when that happens. Interesting. Cool. So we just spent like 30 minutes doing absolutely nothing. Thanks for joining me, guys. PCK says cat is equals to cat in Romanian. Okay, interesting. Cool. Terminally 3. Thank you, Angelo. Thank you, Solar, for giving me the solution to that. It would have cost me a lot of time if you guys did not tell me that. Ken Kejki says, hello, what's going on, Ken? Welcome to the live stream. Adam Lucifer is back. What's going on, Adam? Panda says, having stuff for 2 days working on stuff. Jeez, you gotta get some sleep, Panda. Alright, good night, Panda. You found Easter eggs, that's Solar. Alright, well, that's rotated by too much. See, now that looks surprised. Just because you added the eyebrows in and then it does that thing. Okay, so I need to add the eyebrows in, make it go up a little bit. And then Angelo said move the bottom eyelid up a little bit. That's definitely not the bottom eyelid. And then what can I do with the bottom eyelid? Ooh, I can... Hey, what's up, ladies? Oh, no, hang on. I can do that better. There you go. What's up? Okay, since it is an animation, I'm not rendering a still frame, I could very well animate his eyebrows going up. Maybe if it goes boom, and then he goes his eyes up like that, and then... Oh, I did not keyframe that. Whoops. I completely forgot that I'm doing an animation, because I straight up... I was doing so much Lev work that I completely thought that I was in the manga stage. So let me bring these down a little bit and then go boom. So imagine if it just flashes, it's like white flash. Boom! And then he's probably gonna move backwards a little bit, so you can't see his legs. So keyframe this one after frame 16. Move to frame. Oh my god! Don't crash on me. Frame 16. Cool. Jump forward a few frames. Move this back. Ta-di-da. Okay. Rotate. Okay. This one. Keyframe. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Up. Back by 1. Boom. 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 Okay, so now if the camera was here, and then, oh, wait, one more thing. There we go. So the camera was here, it would see something along the lines of bang, and then the step back. But the step back needs to be better timed. Jojo says, imagine when this is rendered. Let's see what this looks like if it's rendered, actually. PewDiePie said, sorry, I just called Beautiful Pizza PewDiePie. Beautiful Pizza says, looking at Pew's face for a straight up 10 minutes. Yep, we've been looking at that, trying to fix his eyebrows. Fortunately, it has been fixed. Jesus Christ, it looks like Michael Jackson. Toad says, the PewDiePie skin is unrealistic. We all know he doesn't have legs. Okay, that's... I just need to fix the animation timing here, because he goes like this, and then he goes a step backwards. And when in reality, I think he should be taking that step backwards while he's opening his eyes. So maybe something like that. There you go, done. And that might be a bit fast. I'm not sure. Let's just slow that down by 2 frames. Okay, that's cool. And then let's save this and hardware render to see the timing. So we'll go in here, stop keyframing animations, output 0 to... How long do I need it? Hey, yo. It's frozen.
Oh my god!
Okay, here is 810. So, 810. 8, bracket, 8 times 24. That's the frame rate. So this tells me how many... I'm calculating the total amount of frames at this timestamp right here. So, 8 times 24 plus 10, bracket. This gives me 202 frames. Minus this end bit right here. This is 10. So, bracket, 10 times 24. End bracket plus 14. Okay, so my total frames are 52 frames. Let's go back to Cinema 4D. 52 frames. I'm going to go a bit excessive and round that up to 55. Save that file not as Watersheep Council, but instead as an MP4. And we're going to call this Wither for hardware render. Change this to hardware render mode. Close that off. Set a camera here. Switch this camera to the viewport. Use this camera. Man, it messed up. Create a camera here. Set this as render. Use that as the camera. Change the camera so that it has a better focal length, that it's not super wide. There you go. Great. And then, now we can add in a bit of a light. I want to add in some lights to make a Pewds pop a little bit more, so let's do that as well. This is just a bit of lighting stuff. Move the fucking light. Thank you. Ashraf says, do you can make a fight animation like karate? Oh, yeah? I mean, okay, technically, I've already done that. Because have you seen, Ashraf, have you seen Levaslier episode 0? Because in that, I did all the choreography for that. So everything that Arkosh Levaslier did in Levaslier episode 0, the assault on Dire Shield, all those moves I'm able to do in real life. Because I've had to do all those moves in order to know if they work or not. And then I just kind of recorded myself and I animated over myself. So, first of all, I am a martial artist and I know how to do all of that stuff. And then second of all, in that animation, I did use all of my skills there. Change our details here to physically accurate. And then this light is coming in from a fire. So let's give this a fiery orange light. Something along the lines of that. Shrink this down a little bit. Cool. Save. And render. Adam says, did you know PewDiePie just fought the Ender Dragon? I just heard that news, but I didn't know it. Why is the light not there? What is going on here? What is this? Why is the light not there? Oh, there are too many damn lights. Where are these lights from? These lights are all from the inside. I see. Goodbye. There we go. Much better. Save. Render. Yes. Angelo said earlier, big pupils, a big squinted eye. Rotate the eyebrows to to that. Okay. Then don't forget to make the lower eyelids raise up a bit and squint it a little bit. Okay. Cool. I mean, this one works too, but let's see Angelo's suggestion. So this is what I just did. He just looks kind of surprised here. That's cool. If we wanted to make him happier, let's see. So Angelo says, turn the eyebrows into that shape. I don't think I can rotate my eyebrows, but I can rotate the eyelids, so I can do that for the eye. Oh, I can. Okay, there you go. So something subtle like that, maybe. And then raise the lower eyelids a bit and make them squint a bit. Okay, cool. Let's raise the lower eyelids. Whoops. And then also, big pupils as well. Okay, cool. Big pupils. Oh, Jesus. Big pupils. He just looks kind of sad on the bottom of that. Because whenever you make big pupils, what happens is you get the Fallen Kingdom effect. Or which are the puppy eyes. Because in the one scene in Fallen Kingdom, where the king returns back to his kingdom and he finds the crown, if you look at him looking at the crown, you can actually see his eyes dilating. And in the behind the scenes, they're explaining they were trying to get puppy eyes. So this is the puppy eyes effect. I think he just looks sad when he does puppy eyes. Look at him. Look at him. He's so sad. Aww. Pewds is a puppy. Angela says, did you test your Arcos skills on Harry? Not with weapons, no. I went back to Hong Kong just to train Harry. And I did get training with him. Yeah, see, Pewds looks sad now. Yeah. Solar says, must get water. Pewdiepie, go get water. Don't get old water, though. That's just never gonna stop. Everyone's gonna start mocking me for old water now. 10 says, when you make an animation of Jacksepticeye. I could. I don't really watch Jack. Well, to be fair, I don't watch Jack or PewDiePie. I'm literally doing this for the views. Actraf says, can you tell us more about an other game that you love that you can make an animation for? Okay, so here's the thing. The only game animations that I do are Minecraft related, because I think that Minecraft is a very good tool for storytelling. Just think back to Fallen Kingdom and the entire series. That's not a Minecraft story. That's a story about a king who loses his kingdom and has to fight for redemption. That's using Minecraft as a tool in order to tell a story. And it works. It works very well. It makes you feel sad, right? So that's the only game that I animate with. Other times, you're going to see me doing animations for real-life stuff. So one of my favorite examples is... ooh, it's been a while since I've pulled this up. Let me check the other screen real quick. Give me 1 second. If I can pull it up, I'll show you. But I just don't remember what it's called. Was it... I remember there's like a train. Okay, you know what? Here's what I do. I just go through the files by themselves. Give me 1 second, guys. TeamWnJ goes, what's with old water? You have to go back. You're gonna have to go back in the stream to know what old water is. Let's go into here and then go into Overcast. Yeah, here are all my projects. Cool. So I do real life stuff like this, for instance. Hold on. Where is it? Where the hell is it? There. I'm not sure if I can play the audio. I'm not gonna play the audio because it might get copyrighted. Hang on. Let me think about this. No, I think it should be fine. This should be fine. Hold on. That was a little project that I was working on for a while. So that was entirely CGI. That's all VFX. It was like one of my first tests with Redshift. When Redshift was in alpha. This... Yeah, I'm not sure I was supposed to play that song. I think that song might be copyrighted. That's fine. I'm not after the money. It's fine. Angela says it does look sad now. Oh, I guess the other one works. Yeah. Without a mouth, you're kind of limited. Panda said earlier left out water. Old water tastes like fish pee, and she actually tasted. Yeah, no, she didn't start the old water thing. Angela, did you come in the old water? No. Okay, here's how the old water started. If you wind back up to the stream, I'm just gonna reset this because someone's gonna be watching the replay, and I'm just gonna repeat this for a few seconds. You don't want to skip forward by a few seconds if you're watching the replay. I mentioned going on a camp, and one of my friends got a cut on the sole of his foot. And he went out to a pool, and he went back while it was raining. And in the hotel, there was a carpet. And everyone was walking in while it was raining, and they're rubbing their foot on the carpet. And he steps on the carpet, and, like, the old water comes out, right? And he's, like, rubbing his foot to try to dry his foot, but he's got a cut on his foot. And he's trying to dry his foot on the fucking old water carpet. So that's how it started. Now everyone's mocking me for saying old water. It is, like, how else can you describe that? Like, foot water? Like, it doesn't... Everything that you add, like, a word with water, it just turns into some weird stuff. Anyway, render's done. Cool. Let's take that, drop that into, what's it? There you go, into the thing.
Oh my god!
Okay. The lightning actually happened here. So while he shoots up the lasers into the sky, I think I'm going to have the white transition there. And just to add in that white transition so I know more accurately exactly what I'm doing, I'm going to add a color matte. Okay, set that to white. Okay, white. And then move that over to here. Move forward a little bit to somewhere, say there. Cut that, delete that, go here. Whoops, went too far over. Nope, what the hell was going on here? Come back, thank you. Opacity, keyframe, go down, set that, lower that down, okay.
Oh my god! What? Oh my god!
That actually kind of works. That actually kind of works.
Oh my god!
Alrighty, there you go. I actually got one shot done. One shot. Oh, Toad has to go? Alright, see ya, Totem. Did I just say Totem? Toad, see ya. Solar says earlier, I do hear Fear playing with a very low volume, but I kind of hear this line. Monday to Friday, draw my flag on the Fear. Oh, fuck. Is Fear playing in the background? Fear... You're right, Fear is playing in the background. It shouldn't be playing in the background, but it is. I don't think people mind it. I think I could let that play there. I didn't know it was playing, but it just kind of is. Toad got to go into another castle so he can bamboozle Mario once again. Don't you guys find it weird that Toad is in the end room of Bowser's castle? Like, what was Toad doing in there? How did he get in there? Perhaps he was trying... Maybe he's faster than Mario. Maybe he was getting in to save Peach before Mario did. But at the very last castle, just as he's about to approach Peach, he gets NTR'd by Mario. Vojoni says, Arcraft, I think he had a problem with the mouth. Yeah, exactly. I just showed the problem with the mouth. Exactly.
Watership answered the prayer!
Angelo says, why don't you use fade to white transition, by the way? Because when I replace the footage, I'm going to have to drag and drop the transition, and also I just don't like transitions. Oh, I've already read that. Never mind. Okay, what's this?
Watership answered the prayer!
Watersheep answered the prayer. Okay. Maybe, because he's right in front of this house, the next shot could literally be him turning and looking at the Watersheep house. So what I'll do for that is I'll save this incremental, duplicate the file. I'll grab Pewds, move him forward right here, rotate, thank you. Rotate a little bit more. And then we'll pose him better. Because this time we'll be able to see his feet. It's going to be a wide shot to show everything. Something like that. Okay, move your feet there, and there. Cool. Up by exactly 0.129 centimeters. That's not enough. Move up by 0.2 centimeters. Nope. Move up by 0.5 centimeters. And then move that way. There we go. Cool. Otakumi is here. What's going on, Otakumi? Frick chamber. Ooh, I actually, it should be here actually. Let's see. It should be here. I'm not gonna animate the frick chamber. I'm also not going to animate. There it is. I'm not gonna animate the pigmen going rampant on Pewds either. Because it'll take too long to animate everything like that. Especially because considering the amount of pigmen as well, I'm not exactly sure how I want to animate that. It'll just take a while. Oh, fuck. I forgot to set the keyframes. I gotta do all that again? Damn it. Okay. Let's take two. Delete all old keyframes. First it was old water, now it's old keyframes. Hurry up. Okay. Let's try that again, but faster. Okay, there. But then this one is negative... Sorry, negative 1.5. Okay. There we go. Close enough. Legs have already been rotated outwards. That's cool. Good, good, good. Save. Yeah, Orakumi, it has been a while. I'm laughing at Ashraf saying just say fuck with like the intonation on the U. So it says, what if PDP is kneeling in front of the Watersheep because Watersheep has answered his prayer? That is, yeah, that's exactly what I'm about to do. So what I'm about to do is animate him going down like this. And then we gotta rotate the feet, as a Nurat would say it. What happened to Nurat? Why is Nurat not here? We gotta get Nurat back. What happened? I've started to take up his rotate. Okay. Frame here, keyframe 6. Rotate that, and then move that there. Okay, good enough. So now he looks like he just goes. Okay, cool. But that's way too damn fast. So set, and move back to there. Too slow. Boom. Okay, cool. And because he goes down, there's an impact because he smashes his knees down, and his knees are going to hurt. So we're going to set a keyframe here, go back a few frames, and then make him go up. This will make him bounce a little bit. Boink. Okay, that's an awkward looking bounce because it bounces straight upwards instead of backwards. So let's go back a little bit. That's back way too much, so this is going to look terrible. Yep, so we're going to completely disregard that one and try that again. Whenever you're doing these bounce animations, this is called, this is one of the principles of animation, and I don't remember exactly what it's called. Yes, I do remember. It's called follow through. Whenever you're animating follow through, these need to be minuscule, like really minuscule. Because otherwise, it looks entirely forced. So that looks terrible already. Let's try that. I'm also going to give him a bit more space. Here you go. There you go. That looks a lot better. And while he's bending down, he's also going to raise his hands up into the sky. Andrea says, last thing I heard from Nurat is that he finds Animal Crossing relaxing. Who doesn't find Animal Crossing relaxing? I've been listening to Animal Crossing soundtrack while I've been working as well. So guys, in Levaslier right now, we're animating. Sorry, I'm doing the scenes where this is before all the chaos happens. So Arkdoc and Arkosh are still in the training camp right now, and they're like in their own slime camp. Basically, they're at home, and so because it's their own sort of little village, I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing nighttime theme songs as well. So if you guys, from what I've just told you, if you can speculate why Arkosh was slicing and dicing Arkdoc in that little render teaser that I showed you guys, you know, there you go. Figure that out. So we'll do this, and then we'll make him look upwards a little bit. Angelo, thank you for finding the words for me. It's overshoot and follow through. Thank you very much. Otakumi is confused what Animal Crossing is. Animal Crossing is a Nintendo game. It's a very relaxing game. I used to play that when I was a kid. Okay, so he goes up like this. Boom. And obviously there's going to be some follow through in the chest as well. So what we're going to do here is set a keyframe there. Move forward to 16 where exactly we need it to be. And then drop this down. So now the chest moves a little bit as well. Bingo. Okay, that looks terrible. I'm just going to completely disregard that and pretend I never said anything there. Instead, what we're going to do is make a keyframe on that frame there. Make one there. And then rotate it downwards here. Like so. That's way too much. So that's 5 degrees. That's way too much. I'm talking... When I said minuscule earlier, I meant like 1 degree. So that... Okay, that wasn't enough. Maybe 2 degrees. So I've already rotated 1. Let's rotate it by another like 1.4. So total altogether is 2.4 degrees. That looks good. Maybe forward as well. 3 degrees. 3.1. So 2.4 downwards, 3.1... 2.4 downwards, 3.1 forwards. Okay, that's good enough for me. Super minuscule. Keyframe 16 here. Go backwards to the middle. Move this forward by exactly 3 point something. 3.4, whatever. Go down by 3.3, whatever. When you get skilled enough at animation, you tend to just go whatever, because it doesn't really matter. No motions in real life are perfect, but when you're a beginner animator, just hold shift for everything. What that does is, like, if I don't hold shift, I get free control. If I hold shift, I'm going to get, like, see, it's 60, 70, 80, 90, 10. It's just going to, like, snap. So when you're learning it, it's a lot easier to learn it that way. But when you get more experienced, you want to get that natural, organic motion to it. Okay, so now we have... Doesn't this look like a third-person game to you? Like, from this angle? Like, he's about to fight... This looks like a JoJo meme, almost. Get out. Let's see. Otakumi says, I missed a lot of stuff. Yeah, you did miss... You missed Old Water. You missed Old Water, Otakumi. That's the one joke that's gonna last for this the entire life of this channel. And it's gonna be Old Water. And everyone who's new is gonna join in and is gonna be like, what the fuck is Old Water? Hey, Angelo says, jiggle physics on his ass, please. What ass? You see an ass here, Angelo? It's a concave! It goes inwards! Johnny Jojo says, is that a JoJo reference? Could be. Boom. Cool. The bounce kind of looks awkward to me. A little bit. I'm not exactly sure what it is that's making it awkward. Either way, I don't have enough time to fix it. Doesn't matter. It looks good enough. So we'll be here. And then, you know what I could do as well? While he crouches down. So it goes like this, right?
Watership answered the prayer! Sven, get it right.
Okay, I could give a pause right there. So, Watersheep answered the prayer! And then there could be a smash cut here with a bolt of lightning. Bam! And it'll cut to white. And the next frame is...
Sven, get it right.
So, the next frame would be Sven. And so, as it cuts to white right here and it fades back, you can see Sven, and you can hear the name Sven being called. Sven will turn to look at the camera. Cut. From Sven's perspective, an upward angle at Pewdiepie. Saying...
Get it right, and I'm so excited for this.
Lightning. From behind. Cut to next shot.
Let's just throw it at him.
There you go. 10 minutes stuff. Thank you so much. Adam goes, what's old water? Oh no. Everyone's asking what old water is. Is old water like rotten water? Kinda. It's like rotten water, but water. It's like rotten water, but worse. It's rotten water, but worse. Wind it back after the stream ends, and you're gonna laugh so hard. Well, fucking old water. I'm gonna put that in the dictionary later on Discord. People will know. People will know old water. Solar says, oh, Solar was talking to Angelo. Okay, I was trying to figure out what Solar was talking about. Okay, anyway.
Watersheep answered the prayer!
Okay, so Watersheep answered the prayer would be right here. This looks like a pretty decent angle to do it at, so let's set the camera right there, lock the camera in, close that one off. We don't need this light to be here anymore, but it would do very well to light up Pewds from the back so that we can see him a little bit better. That's kind of cool. Okay, cool. Let's render this. Come on. Oh my god, it went black. Ay. Oh wow, it crashed! There you go, that's the first cinema crash for, in this year, I think. Has cinema crashed before in my live stream? I don't think it's happened this year. There you go, that's your first crash of the year. I think it might be. Alright, take two. Nope. Okay, let's try that render again. So, bingo, rotate. I just said render as rotate. Voila. Interesting. Okay. I mean, that kind of works, right? Okay, cool. Let's change the save to Wither 5 hardware render. Close that off, save. Oh man, that is bad. Okay, cancel that one. Because the light is actually keyframed to move. It should not move. Save and render. Yes. Angelo, I'm not going to read that because I saw that on Facebook before you could ever see it. Because I am the meme man. Yeah, that's right. Alright, let's see. Now, why didn't I time the amount of frames I needed to render? That's what I forgot to do. Okay. This is 1014. Okay, get over here. Bracket, 10 times 24, bracket plus 14, bracket minus, let's see, next one. Bracket, 12 times 24, close bracket, plus 22. 56 frames. So that was not enough. Well, round 56 up to 60. Right there. Close, save, render again. Take two. Harry's back, says, hi Domo, what did I miss you? You missed old water. Unless you were there for old water. The highlight of this stream is just old water. I don't know why. Angelo goes, yep, Andrea. Hee hee. How does that look? I think the initial drop needs some work right here. So let me switch over to animation mode. So the problem here with the initial drop ooh, Jesus, where is everything? Give me everything. There it is. My God. There's got to be an easier way to navigate the F-curves menu that I just don't know about. Man. Okay, there we go. Finally starting to see some stuff. So, because he crashes down into the ground onto his knees, it shouldn't really be smooth the way he crashes in, and so I should really be looking at this one, and I should be setting these keyframes here to be... See how that's smoothing in? That's not normal. So when you turn that into a linear... Wrong. That changes the forward direction. We need to change... How do you turn that? Okay. There we go. There we go. Wait, that still smooths in. Okay, let me undo that. That's just... Ah, I can rotate. I can use this and then go, ease in. Wrong. Ease out. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So it smooths in, and then it crashes in hard. Except it doesn't. I don't know. Why does this keep on happening to me? It keeps on happening to me. Okay. Linear. My god. 0 angle. Okay. That's good. 1. And then ease out. There you go. Perfect. So this goes crashing in and then bounces. Good. Save. Back to back to startup layout. Thank you. Save again and then render. Yes. Unable to write files. Why? Okay. Remove images. Yes. Close this. Render. Yes. Thank you. Finally. It says, sorry, Harry says the old water thing sustained for an hour. No, it just kept on popping back up. It's like everyone's like, oh, I've joined in. What did I miss? You missed old water. So old water keeps on coming back up. Beautiful Beat says drinking old water definitely tastes good. Yeah, what are you, an old water connoisseur? Otakumi says, I know, I just watched some Vocaloids before and I knew it was Miku's birthday. Yeah, apparently it is Miku's birthday. Apparently she's 12, but her canonical age is 16. Still doesn't justify all those dojins. Okay, we got a problem here where the leg is floating. Ooh, that's a broken leg right there. Okay, let's not do that. The leg's still floating. There you go. I'd rather it be clipping than floating because it's less obvious that way. One more time. Oh, that's not gonna work. Remove image. Yes. Okay. Oh, wait. Do it. There we go. There he goes. The future is now old water. Solar says, why are the light outlines invisible? Visible? Are they be visible on the final output or nah? What? What you say? We'll try that one again, Solar. What that could be whenever someone joins in. Old water. I wish Angela would make the joke like nobody. Absolutely nobody at all. Chafe. Old water. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, Solar, this is just hardware render. So I'm just putting it all into the edit as well so I can make sure that the edit actually works. So if I do this right now here, I can also take this white bit here and then copy it there. So now...
Watership answered the prayer! Sven, get it right! Oh my god! Watership answered the prayer! Sven, get it!
There you go. Said I was gonna get 2 shots done, I got 2 shots done. Voila. So we got 3 minutes left. I'm just gonna wrap this up real quick because I got done what I wanted to get done. Next stream I'm expecting. Next stream's gonna be on Thursday, by the way, same time. I'm expecting to go back to survival. Yeah, I think we'll go back to survival. It's been a while. We found some diamonds, so we're waiting to get fortune before we mine the diamonds. So hopefully we'll be able to get fortune on the next live stream. Let me switch back to my camera real quick. Do it. Come on, anytime. Come on, hurry up. Thank you. There you go. Okay, cool. Well, thank you everyone for joining. I hope you enjoyed the animation progress on the new PewDiePie animation for... This is going to be the Wither boss fight, by the way. I'm not sure if I said this already. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned something if you're an animator as well from the behind the scenes that I just did. Space Scientist just asked, when is PAX Australia? You just reminded me. Thank you very much. I just realized that IGN right now, if you're on Facebook... IGN is doing an event giving out free tickets to PAX Australia if you're interested in coming. I will be presenting at PAX Australia. It will be between October 11th and the 13th. PAX is the worst... Excuse me, I choked there. PAX is Australia's biggest gaming exhibition. I almost said in the world. It's not in the world. It's like the second biggest in the world. Anyway, I'll be presenting there on the 13th. It's a Sunday, I believe, at 11 a.m. My panel will be on the ultimate guide on world building, so I'm going to give you guys functional tips on how exactly you can build a massive fictional world in your mind and tell like really good stories about it with like history in your world as well, different countries, different cities, characters, and whatever. All that stuff within an hour, and the second you guys leave, you'll be able to make your own worlds just like Levaslier as well. So there's PAX Hope to see some of you guys there. It's in Melbourne, Australia. You can get free tickets on IGN if you win in a competition. Check out their Facebook. With that said and done, make sure you like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't already, because apparently some people aren't hitting the bells. And I will see you next stream on Thursday. Cheers. I missed the button.